Hello everyone, welcome to Kubernetes Community Days Bangalore. My name is Tushyan Giri. I'm Senior Program Manager in Mercedes-Benz Research and Development. I have 17 plus years of experience in engineering IT. My interest areas are DevOps, software factories, communities, and software development platform. Today I am going to talk about in-house Kubernetes community, a community approach towards talents and ecosystem around Kubernetes. So if you talk about today's world in the technology, these are the top few trends which Gartner says about which are changing the way the world looks like or going to look like in future. If you see behind these all technology trends, one fundamental technology which is around its cloud storage and basic internet techs. And you know that all these techs are fundamentally driven somewhere and connected to Kubernetes world today. If we see from the purpose of today's presentation about the communities and about why we should have the Kubernetes community. Today's world, Kubernetes is a ubiquitous digital transformation. If you see the report of CNCF, 96% of IT organizations are evaluating or using Kubernetes into their system. Also, past 2 years, from last 2, 3 years or 5 years, Kubernetes has grown from a niche technology to utterly ubiquitous. It's very common. And if you are a practitioner of Kubernetes, you know that it is one of the strong, powerful tool which helps in making cloud agnostic as well as cloud native secure IT applications. This is the talk about the Kubernetes. What about the talents? Talents in Kubernetes. 5.6 million developers, DevOps, and SRE professionals are using Kubernetes, and 56% of talents in IT utilize the platform or tech enabled by Kubernetes. Having said that, in this area of Kubernetes, it looks like it is an important, but if you see the trending topic on the Kubernetes, the talent. Kubernetes talent is the hottest trend in the industry today. And to engage these talents and give them platform, you need a methodology how you can do it, and that's where the purpose of community comes into picture, to engage them, enable them, empower them, and enhance their capabilities. And that's what each companies should do it in-house. From the perspective of the community, communities are derived from three pillars: domain, community, and practices. Domain is what target you wanted to do with that community. Community, which are the people who will be part of this community. And practice, what are you going to do with it? If you like to see what could be the purpose for these kind of community, these are three answers you must find out. One is, if there is a community, what kind of community members are going to get from this community? Second, if you are a community organizer, what kind of benefits you get as a community organizer? And third, if you are a community sponsor, what kind of benefit you and your company gets out of this or beyond the company if this community is quite big? From a perspective of my thought process, at this moment, if you wanted to build a tech community or Kubernetes community, that can give you a couple of tangible benefits, like some kind of contributions for a product, tech talks related channels. It is also a talent pool. If you see in LinkedIn and other areas, there are talent pools around these communities. You can demo your product. You can have a talent hub around Kubernetes. You can share best practices, reachability to developers. If you see all of this coming together, that this is how the benefits of the communities can build up. And having said that, the vision of the community, an ideal community, can be brought into a concept of circles which I am showing. One circle could be core, which is around the community, which is in-house. That means you have few developers, few enthusiasts which are interacting within the company or across certain channels. Through coordination, events, ceremonies, technology, product demonstrations, developer groups, and special interest groups on security and some kind of product build-up and monitoring. But having said that, if you have these kind of platform, you need to connect with other platform within your company to actually gauge a higher interest in your community, to give the platform where it is visible across the company. That means you need to interact with learning and development part of your organization. Best team to use for this purpose, you can use IT communications team or internal marketing teams. We have also interacted with in our when we were developing communities, we also interacted with our DevOps communities, security specialists, cloud transformation teams, and given a sort of meaningful purpose for our community. Having said that, it does not stop here. The community can also connect with the external worlds. That means some participants for the in-house community can go and represent in a larger forum called Linux Foundation, Cloud Native Foundation, or Kubernetes community. Or similarly, we can take experts from the industry to talk in-house in kind of in the tech talk or sessions from an expert, some kind of product demonstration. So these kind of things can actually build up a vision for a community inside the company. The most important thing for the community is to engage the people, empower, enable, and enhance. And how you can do it? You need certain tools. You need certain ways by which you can do it. If you are creating this group, it would be a good idea to have a website. It gives a formality to your community. There you can talk about what kind of details, purpose, rules, code of conduct, what kind of things you will be working on. Those kind of things can be described. Having said that, another important part, if you have a contributors and developer community, they would need certain tools to actually showcase, push their code, and kind of wiki kind of places. So GitHub could be a good area or tool which can be utilized for this purpose. We are also using in our company these kind of tools to actually promote our community. Important part of the community are the people, as we talk about, because this is the talent. And when people interact, they need tools for interactions. There could be instant group messaging, things which are inside the company. Whatever is in your company, you can use that. Generally, Discord, Telegram, these kind of channels, if you are a startups and you have these kind of tools available, these could be fantastic tools to start with, to have the community. And they also give algorithmic driven bots to control your community, and also gives lot of digital mechanism to reward people. The third thing is social intranet within the company. If you have such kind of portal, or if you have your own Facebook or LinkedIn page, you can use these kind of pages to promote your community. The third thing is internally, to gauge engaging people, you need to do some kind of events, hackathons, where people can participate. Along with that, you can also have certain mechanism of reward points and other kind of things, so that people find such a way that they are getting rewarded, and the community gets benefited as well as people get benefited. It's a win-win situation. These are the tools which can be used to actually enhance the community. In a typical scenario, community journey could start from purpose, defining the purpose, what you would like to have for such kind of community. For us, Kubernetes community, it was about talent and skills. We started with the need because our talents were fragmented. They were in different teams. We wanted to give them one platform so that we can discuss about problems, what each one of us is facing. Then we started with these enthusiasts, we came together and then started engaging together. Then formalized a kind of thing where we started regular connect. The power users or senior Kubernetes experts started giving talk to onboard newer talents onto our community. Then we formalized with engagement, problem statement, hackathons kind of small event, and also extended our activities through regular tech talk sessions. So this can be also utilized in the any person or any company would like to do an in-house community. Similarly, recognition is also very important, because you time to time have to recognize your people who are very active in your community, who have done a good contribution in the community, and somebody who is doing good communication activities across the community. All these three areas of people should be rewarded. And once you have done this kind of cycle, you need to see a new modern chapter in the community area itself, in terms of either you do make the community local to certain department, then you can make it a little global. If it is already global, then you can create a new interest area and do the same activities, like Kubernetes in monitoring, Kubernetes in security, could be new tool in a service mesh area, something like that. So that's how you can build up the journey and bring out new trends along the side of the community. That's all from my side. I only believe that giving, by giving we receive more. Sharing of knowledge and skills illuminate entire ecosystem, and communities are the right tools for it. Thank you. I wish you a very good day. Enjoy this Kubernetes Community Day, and I hope you also take some hints from this presentation, that how you can improve talent activities using communities in Kubernetes area in your own companies and your own ecosystem. Thank you very much.